Saluti et tutti! It's another splendiferous day at our palazzo.
Oh, it really is. We just thought we better come back down the ladder and explain to you what we're doing, Andrew.
Yeah, must look really odd because I thought we actually better explain this ridiculous locking and unlocking system that we have on this house.
Because we don't use our front door, do we?
No, and it's a shame because I really wish we did, because this is a right palaver involving a fold-up ladder, chains, padlocks, lots of heavy bits of wood. It's a real pain in the arse.
Yeah, and that's why, I'd like to come up here sometimes on my own just to enjoy the peace and quiet, although actually you probably can hear some background drilling noise.
Which is good noise.
Which is good noise here, and it's the workers on the Abbey, which we've shown you in another video, one of the oldest abbeys in Abruzzo, right next to where we are. And I'm just looking at it now, the scaffolding's come down, the exterior's nearly finished, it's looking beautiful. Anyway, so excuse the background noise. But anyway, back to Andrew's medieval security system.
Security system,
It's been a necessity because, well...
The house is left empty and I'm very security conscious.
We actually filmed this procedure, in fact, exactly a year ago. So we're not going to film it again. We'll show you what we filmed last year, because actually we are a year younger in this video that we're going to show you of how we open up.
See if we've aged.
And what you'll
what
you'll also notice is it's October. Today it's the 3rd of October, I think. Yep. And the weather is glorious. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Best weather in the whole year.
October in Abruzzo is the time to come.
It's heaven.
It's heaven. It's not too hot. It's about 24 degrees right now here.
Not many tourists.
No.
Everything calm. Everybody calm.
Yep. So you'll see from the video we're going to show you of how we open up this palazzo, which was taken 1 year ago in October. Also, blue skies, bright sunshine. So yeah, October is the month. But we do say something in that video which is incorrect, isn't it? Because we say we're doing it because we haven't got windows and doors, when in actual fact we have got windows now and French doors. But we still have to do it because we don't have
any security grills over the windows or doors. They're just glass, which is still vulnerable,
And the reason for that is...
Because, I don't know, where is the reason?
Soprintendenza is very fussy about what we can
we've had to change the design, that's true. In fact, he said that he didn't want grills over the main doors to the palazzo. The main doors are the most vulnerable because they open inwards, and so I've had to come up with a cunning plan.
Enjoy the video and finding out the right palaver.
It is a palaver.
That we have every time we want to come to our palazzo. 15th of October, 2022, and we just popped up to the palazzo, and I thought I'd probably show you how we get in the palazzo, because we don't have windows or doors yet. They're coming soon, we've been promised. First of all, it was supposed to be August. Then it was September. No, it's October. And it was first week of October. No, who knows? Anyway, I just wanted to also film, like I said, how we get in. And here's Andrew.
Hello.
And
firstly, specially built piece of wood to level the ground out, very important. Otherwise, the ladder would be at that angle, which is not so good. So I built a special piece of wood that makes it dead straight. Then we have an extendable ladder which goes in the back of the car, because otherwise where would we put it?
Explain a bit, Andrew, about the security system, what you've done.
Well, I went a bit medieval on it. Seeing as we go medieval building, I decided to go a bit medieval. So I've got huge chunks of wood. I've got massive thick chains and modern padlocks. And
I'll show you those in a minute.
Yeah. My brain works like this. If I wanted to get in, how would I do it? So I counteract that because I've got a very good burglar type brain.
Don't say too much.
Well, no, I don't mean that I go burgling. What I mean is I can think like that. I know how I would get in with what tools and how long it would take and where would I feel comfortable.
You might say, oh, this tiny little sleepy hilltop medieval village, who's going to steal anything? Well, actually, our neighbours over there told us that last weekend there were three guys that broke into one of the buildings where they're working and stole all the tools. And to top it all, our lovely neighbour over there said they also went into his vegetable garden and stole his tomatoes. So, yeah, it does happen. Andrew, can you do me a favour? Can you hold that and let me come up?
Here comes Katya on the medieval way in.
Woo. Okay.
So, I bought some very big padlocks, as you can see, and some very big chain, and that's as good as I could do it, And then I had a system of where, you can't pull this out with the padlocks on because there's a piece of wood on the inside that the chains go through, and it's all reinforced, as you will see. And it is a bit of a pain to do, but I got used to it now. And this ply is also, yes, you could start cutting through it. It's pretty difficult to cut through ply, but you'd have to have an electric saw, battery operated charge. Everyone can see you from this spot, which is why I chose this spot to do it, because it's exposed. And then you have to pull the whole thing off, like this. And then if you look here, you'll see that inside is all reinforced with chunky wood, so you can't actually cut where the padlocks are because it's that thick. Take ages.
By which time, hopefully, our neighbour, whose tomatoes were stolen, will have been alerted.
Sometimes it sticks like that.
And anyway, in not so long, I reckon there'll be lots more people here. So much work going on still.
Do you want to see how this internal bit opens?
Oh, hang on, yeah.
Come on. Come with me and I'll show you what else happens. So once you have to then lift this whole panel off with the chains. So it is quite difficult, which is what I wanted. And then this is all reinforced as well. And then you're in.
So yeah, I should say, this is going to be what we're going to call the terrace apartment.
But this isn't it, we've still got more security on the inside.
So yeah, so then literally...
So then it involves a cordless screwdriver, but this is not really, if someone was in at this point, it wouldn't make much difference. This is for animals, birds and other creatures to stop them getting in. Because we're inside the house now, really. This is not outside anymore. However, there's one more big outside bit to come, which is another bit of medieval security that I designed. I do think in a bit of a medieval way sometimes. I really do.
Yeah.
With this place, it's exactly like that, as you will see. Come and see my medieval lock.
Okay, explain this contraption.
This door is slightly vulnerable because of unless you can bolt it from the inside, because of this useless lock, which is just rubbish. So I reinforced it from here with this massive beam that goes here, which is right at the gap where the door and that join, so it's reinforced there. And then I've reinforced it also with this. So if you go on the outside and you kick it, which I've done, really hard, it doesn't move a millimetre, it's so solid. You wouldn't be able to get through this at all with anything. You really wouldn't. Unless you had a bulldozer, that's probably about it. I mean, even to get it undone is quite a job. So that is wedged in to hold it in place. And then you have to slide. And of course, this is exactly how this door would have been locked originally, because they did use a beam, these holes. I'm still using what was actually here originally. Not this bit, but the upper bit. Now that's what you have to do. And there's my pet spider. I keep putting my head on that when I'm putting everything back. And it's quite a big one.
Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then I've got some pet scorpions here.
Yeah, there's lots. Do you think there'd be one under the... No, they don't like buckets, do they?
Oh,
like
they did used to live under here.
Let's
You
have a
ready?
look.
Just a worm.
That's just a worm.
Centipede, actually. There was
Something's just hidden.
yeah, there are big scorpions here.
Yeah, I just saw something.
You have to watch it when you pick this up.
Yeah.
But have a look. Ready?
Yeah.
There. No, it's
No,
been
that's
squashed,
a
that
bit-
one. No, that was one.
Okay. Well, look, I just want to say, so literally, you know, quiet here and everything. Hardly anything ever happens, and yeah, of course, you know.
I'm going to take this down.
Can you just see my handbag is still up there? Now, had this been Brighton, where we used to live,
Bag would have gone.
my bag would not be there anymore, that's for sure.
But before they took it away, they would take out all the junk that you've got in there and leave that and just take the valuable bits, because no one wants to carry that bag away with all the things you've got in it.
No, it's
Spare
true.
knickers, well, they might have taken those, I suppose, depending on who they were.
I don't have spare knickers in my bag. It's not
maybe
true.
not.
Definitely not. I've got toilet paper though, and wet wipes. Anyway, so I thought we'd give you a little bit of an insight into how we still have to get into our palazzo. Wow, gorgeous. Anyway, yeah. So we're just gonna hang out here a little bit today, and just enjoy what we've got.